Dear friends, early in April, I was listening in to the conference of doctors from my wife's hospital, and a verse from the book of Job came to my mind. Surely humans are born for hardship, just like sparks are for flying up on high. That's Job 5:7 in my translation. It was a dark time in the hospital. My wife herself was running a mild fever while she lost the sense of smell, and all our city felt like we were under siege. But there was another reason for remembering this particular verse besides the overall mood. Doctors on the call were referring to COVID-19 as a dangerous beast they must not underestimate. The 21st century doctors were clearly personifying the infection. The very same is true about this biblical verse, even though it is a little hidden. In the Bible, the illness is often personified. In this specific verse, it is even deified, made into deity. In the Hebrew original, it actually speaks about sons of God Resheph who are to fly high. God Resheph was the personification of infectious diseases, and his sons of Resheph, were germs flying about like sparks from a fire able to spread and set up further fires. It makes so much sense. Modern doctors and Bronze Age religious wisdom poetry meet. Our human minds and our languages are keen to personify our adversities. It helps us to process our fears, our helplessness, our anger, our grief, but also to find resolve and keep our hope. So join us this Sunday when we continue listening to stories about Jesus' healings. And this Sunday, Jesus will deal with the personified fever and bring us hope and even a new vision and resolve. And I want to add a caveat. I hope it is clear that I did not imply in any way that our current pandemic is God's judgment or any form of punishment. God Resheph cannot and must not be confused or identified with God Yahweh of our faith, who is God of resurrection, a God of life. And I want to add another observation. When I mentioned those sons of Resheph who were flying about like sparks from the fire, high and wide, and able to spread and set up further fires, have you noticed? The Bronze Age poets, in their mythopoetic way, had a better grasp, better understanding of infectious diseases than our president and his government. More and more, I am convinced it is not a matter whether you think scientifically or mythically. The main thing is whether you are thinking at all.